What's up guys, it's your boy the Optimal here, and today I'm bringing you some Battlefield 4 gameplay. Today's video is basically going to be what's going on in my life right now and some other pretty random stuff, so let's get right into it. So first I want to talk about the fact that I'm going to Wembley Stadium in a couple of days time to watch Derby County versus QPR. If you don't watch football then you probably don't know, or if you do watch football but you support a different team, or you just don't really follow English football, let's say, Derby County and QPR are the two teams that have made it to the playoff finals, and they're going to be playing against each other to see who goes into the Premier League next season. There's already been two teams in the Championship that have been promoted, that's Leicester and Burnley. They get automatic promotion. I'm pretty sure if you watch football you already know all this. And then there's, out of the rest top six, so 3rd to 6th, they all get put into like a mini little tournament, and the winners go to Wembley and face each other to see who goes to the Premier League. So it's pretty important if you're a fan of either team. If you're not really a fan of either team, then it's not really that big of a deal. But there's still 60,000 tickets sold to people, so getting a ticket was still pretty difficult, seeing as our Derby sold their tickets out extremely quickly, 15 minutes I think it was, until tickets sold out or something. It was something ridiculous like that, and QPR are still selling theirs, I think, or they were a couple of days ago. I don't know about now. If you're a QPR fan, let me know if there's still tickets available, but yeah, I'll be going to that. I'm pretty excited because Derby have not been in the Premier League for quite a while, and last time we were in the Premier League, just no one remind me of that. That was just the most depressing season of all time for Derby. We were the worst ever Premiership team in the history of ever. We got 11 points in the whole season, and we got 1 win and however many draws and like 20 something losses. It was horrible. It was one of the worst. It's like the worst season Derby's ever had, and you know, it was just something. We just didn't have the squad to survive in the first place. We should have never won that game. As much as we were all happy when Derby did win, we should have never won against West Brom, and we all knew we were going down straight from the season's beginning. But this year we actually believe that we can do something. We have a decent we have a great manager. Steve McCrown is an awesome manager, and we have a great team. It's a strong, stable team. Sure, it will need work and expanding, but it is a good team. So you know, that's what I'm going to be doing at the weekend, and then I've got a week off which I'm going to spend most of that revising, and then other times I'll be playing Battlefield. Speaking of Battlefield, this gameplay is actually a pretty sick gameplay I got in the DOD clan, I think they are, and it's a really good server. I'd highly recommend it. Just look up DOD server and it should come up. It's something of death, and it is a good server. They've got a domination one, I think they might have a defuse one as well, but the domination one is very good because it's basically everyone in that server is in a clan of some sort, and it's a very well respected clan. So, you know, I was playing with people from Infamous, and, you know, you might not know who these teams are, but they're basically the eSports teams of Battlefield 4, which brings me to the next topic, which is I am now part of a team now part of another eSports team. I'm no longer just part of, well, as you know, that made no sense. Let me just start that again. I quit Call of Duty eSports, as you guys all know. I said it in a video, I think, if I didn't, and I meant to say it, and I'm saying it now. I quit Call of Duty. I've not been on it in about 2 months, and I basically started playing Battlefield 4 Defuse, looking for players. I've got a team now. It's Orbital Esports. I'm going to be taking control of it. My old Call of Duty friend, Hayes, he's the founder of Orbital Esports. Basically hit me up saying, does your team still need an organisation? We said yeah. One thing led to another, and I'm now part of Orbital Esports, and honestly, for the first time in a long time, I'm actually really happy to be part of a team, because the problem with Call of Duty teams these days is they literally just sketch after a month max of playing. You know, something won't be working out, a player won't be performing as well as they were a couple of weeks ago. So instead of working on as a team and sticking together like a team should do, they just give up. But the Battlefield communities are not like that. Teams don't just have 4 players that they rely on constantly. They have squads of 10 or 11, 15, because there's different game modes. With Call of Duty, there's just the 4v4s, you know, the search and destroys, the dominations, the blitz, or whatever it is. I can't even remember, I haven't played it that long. Battlefield has 5v5 defuse and domination, and it also has 15 on 15 conquest, soon to have 5v5 obliteration, I believe, on PC. I don't know when that's coming for console, but you know, there's a lot of variety, and that means that players, say you're not performing in a defuse, you just swap out one of your other players for that, and then you try out different things, and it just means that teams are a lot more loyal. So I'm very excited to be part of Orbital Esports. We will be practicing very, very soon. We haven't really had much time since we're all around the same age, which again is another good thing. For once in a team, we don't have one guy that's like 22 or something like that, which, you know, I'm not trying to say that they're weird because they're 22. I'm just trying to say that they'll be at uni or whatever, or going to college or something, and it would mean that when we're on, they're not, and then when we're about to get off, they're just coming on, and it made practice extremely hard and etc. Whereas we're all around the same age, so 6 weeks holidays, when that comes up, we'll all be free. And right now it's just not really the time that we're free, because we've got to revise for exams and stuff like that. Like I had to stay behind for about an hour and a half today. Well, I'm recording this on a Wednesday the 21st. I had to stay behind to do some revision for French that I didn't know I had to do, and I've got my exam tomorrow, which I didn't know I had, and life is terrible. And the main reason why I didn't know that is because booster jabs decided to kill me. I know I just went off on a completely different tangent, but I had my booster jabs, which is basically like your meningitis, the ones that you have when you're like a little kid. They basically, you have them done again when you're around 16, 15, to make sure that, you know, they still can't get in or something. I don't know, it just helps improve it. And one of them, the nurse said this may give you a sore arm in the morning. And what she meant by sore arm, she meant completely dead. Like, for about 3 hours, I couldn't feel my arm at all, and then when I could, it was just sharp pains. And it was a pretty big pain in the arse, but it got me a day off school, so it's all good. So that's basically all I wanted to talk about today, and I just went into a random tangent about booster jabs. But the last thing I'm going to say is I'm going to be introducing a new series to my channel, and it's going to be called Let's Talk Mafia 3. Now, I was thinking about doing a video like this for a while about Mafia 3, so there's so much speculation, but I think that it's been covered by enough people and enough websites by now that there's really no point me covering it. Like, if you want to know about Mafia 3, you would have found out about it by now. So what I want to know is, would you guys be interested in a Let's Talk Mafia 3 series? And it's basically going to be me discussing what needs to be in Mafia 3 and how they can improve off Mafia 2 and Mafia 1, about the story, about how they could link it, and things like that. I am going to take into consideration what we already know, but in the same like kind of way, I'm not, because I want to bring out other possible like fan ideas that we could have. Like, we know that pretty much by now that Mafia 3 is going to be set in Louisiana, and it's not going to have anything to do with Vito and Joe. However, I'm still going to talk about how they could introduce Vito and Joe to the next game. But you know, this commentary's now been going on for 8 minutes now, nearly 9, and I am very, very tired, so I'm going to go to sleep as soon as this is rendered out and stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, favourite, and subscribe if you're new. It makes sure that my channel grows and stuff like that. This has been your boy, The Optimal, and I'm out. Peace.